remember exactly, but maybe 5 years, that they came up with the 58 million that it will cost to do even the partial project. They're going to leave the west bridge on Lady Island as a 2-lane bridge because they don't have the money to replace that.
That all came about through the nickel package. So that's how that 15 million was raised.
Okay.
And it started out, and David has the right number, but it started out like 10, and then built to 20, then went to 40, and then eventually
57, 58.
Thank you, Dave.
Okay, with that, I'm going to open the public hearing and ask for any members of the public that would like to speak to the issue of the city's 2011 to 2016 Transportation Improvement Program to step forward to the microphone, give your name and address, and your comments.
Mayor Gard, just one piece of clarification. When Phase 1 was conceptualized and came close to being fully funded, it was assumed that the West Slough Bridge would be part of that construction project. And obviously, that's been backed out, which is a large funding piece that Dale alluded to at the workshop.
Gotcha. Mr. Olson.
Yeah, I have some comments. I have brand new information about roundabouts that I just obtained today. If I may have 15 seconds more than 3 minutes.
15 seconds I can live with.
Now, copies of everything. All right. Got to read fast to keep it up with 3 minutes or Mayor.
Name and address.
The city of Washougal has spent $69,427
Harvey, we do need your name and
in
address.
local funding.
Harvey, we do need your name and address.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Harvey Olson, 3903 R Street.
Thank you.
I almost forgot for a minute. All right. The city of Washougal has spent $69,427 in local funding for a conceptual design and analysis regarding the replacement of the traffic light controlled intersection at Highway 14 and 15th Street with a roundabout. In addition, the city administrator and other city employees prior to 2010 spent hundreds of hours to prepare a presentation to the Regional Transportation Committee to get the approval and support for Washougal's roundabouts. I suspect the same statistics used by the city administrator at that time and presented to the RTC are the same ones submitted in this year's federal appropriations request sent to Senators Murray and Caldwell and Representative Baird. Copy of the appropriation request sent to Representative Baird is included in your information packet. And you'll see lots of errors and whatever's in there. The applications for federal funding sent the first of this year, 2010, in my opinion, should be recalled due to the likelihood that the inaccurate and or the exaggerated statistics are discovered during review. This misinformation could cause irreparable damage to Washougal's reputation for honesty and fiscal integrity. The recalled application should then be replaced with ones that have up-to-date data and accurate statements. There has not been an effort by Washougal to locate a comparable intersection in Washington that has been changed from traffic light control to a roundabout. On July 27, 2010, I requested the WSDOT collision data and analysis to, if possible, locate an intersection on a state highway that has been changed from a traffic light to a roundabout. After 2 days search, the only example was found in Colville, Washington. The change taking place in 2003. For the 3.5 years prior to 2003, there were 10 collisions with 1 apparent injury. For the 3.5 years after the change, there were 3 collisions and no injuries. There are many differences between the intersections in Washougal and Colville, some of which I have listed below. The daily traffic count in Washougal is approximately 24,000 vehicles. Colville's is 12,000. Highway 395 in Colville goes through the city center. Highway 14 travels on the southern border of Washougal. Also, I will say that the Highway 395 is a two-lane, one in each direction, right through the middle of downtown Colville. Quite a big difference between the two. Colville's prior intersection was a standard light-controlled single-lane four-way. Washougal's currently has a light-controlled T intersection with left and right turns allowed. Colville's collisions prior to change occurred within the intersection, while Washougal's are mostly rear-enders and side swipes after turning right to go west on Highway 14. Is it possible to compare the two intersections? Would the 3 reported accidents per year at Highway 14 and 15th Street be reduced with a roundabout by the same percentage as Colville's has, considering the difference in traffic volume? Many questions come to mind when comparisons of the two intersections are made. This new data is for the council members' information, with the hope that it assists your decision on the priorities of the proposed 5-year transportation plan now under review. I submit this respectfully to the council members and the mayor, and you will find your copy of the appropriations request is Representative Barrett included, which has errors in it, and also you will find the reasoning behind the Colville roundabout being made, along with the statistics that I just got this afternoon and rushed the copies just before I came down here. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Harvey.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Mark Lampton, 814 West Y Street, Washougal. I also sit as a commissioner with the Port of Kamas, Washougal, District 1. I listened with great interest about, what lies in front of you and where the dollars come from. But I'm here to tell you that, I really want to see you focusing on these transportation issues, in particular SR 14. We have over 100 developable acres at the east end of town here. And we recognize the importance of that to the city of Washougal. The port, rather than wanting to lease that land, wants to sell it. And to do that, we're going to have to invest some $12 to $14 million, excuse me, in infrastructure. In order for us to do this, we need some assurances from all of you that you will pursue getting a deeper investment, I think, from the state in how we develop this. Right now, that property is relatively inaccessible. And I don't think roundabouts are the answer. It's kind of interesting sitting on this side of the dais. I'm used to it. So anyhow, if we can have 100 contiguous acres